Hey, welcome back. So after a 1-week hiatus, Kuma's Kitchen's back, and today, really simple, quick, easy dish, but it's delicious. And this is teriyaki mushrooms and noodles with sesame. Yeah, and you can whip this up in about, I don't know, about 20 minutes. Half an hour at the most. Maybe, I guess, for cooking the noodles before. Look at that. Mmm. I know. You're thinking, hey, who's sucking the noodles in? Yeah. Bad manners anywhere else, but in Japan, that's good manners. So, yeah, I really had to be careful when I went to Europe and visit my parents. It was like, don't suck your noodles. That's not good manners in Europe. It's all great in Japan, but not good there. Oh. No, that teriyaki sauce, just perfect. All right, let's go in the kitchen and make this right now. Okay, this is a really easy dish to throw together. Not that many ingredients, pretty simple, pretty quick. Let's have a look at the ingredients. Well, across the front, I've got sesame seeds. That's going to go on last. So I've got 2 tablespoons worth here. You can go 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons. Really, it's up to you how much sesame seeds you want on top. You're just finishing off the dish with that. Here, 2 tablespoons of honey, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, 2 tablespoons of sesame oil. Now, if you don't have sesame oil, you could use olive oil. That's fine. Sesame oil just gives it a little bit more of a nutty flavor. Then over here, I've got 1 tablespoon of molasses. Going to add that in. That's just going to give it more body. Then the mushrooms. Well, I've got a dozen or 12 shiitake mushrooms. I've sliced them about 1/8 of an inch or 2 to 3 millimeters thick. Don't want them too thick. I want them to brown nicely. Over here, the pasta. This is tagliatelle, or you could use fettuccine or anything like that. And that's 230 grams or 8 ounces of pasta. And then I cooked it, just cooked it al dente, so it's ready to go. The liquids across the back here. Well, we've got a 1/4 cup of soy sauce, a 1/4 cup of sake, and 1/3 cup of water. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get that sesame oil going here in the pot. Now notice I'm using the big pot. Now there's a couple reasons. I could use a fry pan, but I'm going to be stir frying those mushrooms, and I don't want them to end up all over the kitchen, so I want something with a bit more sides to it. And also after, it's going to be adding in all the other stuff. Also, I want a lot of surface area, because you don't want to crowd the mushrooms. You crowd them, they're not going to cook as well. So we're going to give a lot of space here. So I've got my 2 tablespoons of sesame oil in there. Going to bring that up to heat, medium heat. And just get that. So we got a little fragrance coming off the oil. Move that around a little bit. Oh, see it starting to bubble a bit? Perfect. You know, ripple a bit, not really bubble. Rippling across the top. It's getting there. So I want to get those mushrooms in there. Now I'm going to fry these mushrooms on medium heat, stirring them around for about 5 to 6 minutes. Just get them going, get them browning a little bit. I'll be back here 5 to 6 minutes. All right, I've been stirring these around quite frequently, and they're looking quite nice. Just getting that little bit of browning, not a super browning, but a little bit of browning happening, and start softening up a little bit. So what I'm going to do now is get some of the liquids in there, including the soy sauce. Ooh, listen to that. Get that water in there. I'm going to put about half in there. I just want to, if there's any deglazing I need to do, let's scrape around the bottom. Oh, that's looking pretty good. All right, get the rest of the water in there. Don't mistake it for the sake. Yeah. That's going in last. So we get the water in there. The honey. All right, that's got the honey in there. Oh, there's a little bit left right in there. Okay, honey and the molasses. All right, so that's got most of the molasses in there. Yum, yum. What I'm going to do now is stir that around a little bit. I'm going to simmer that for about another 5 minutes, 6 minutes at the most. I'll see you back then. All right, those have been cooking away there, just simmering away for about 5 minutes. And I say the mushrooms are soaking up all that flavor. That's looking great. What I do now is I want to add in the pasta so they can soak up some of that flavor. Let's get that in there. We're also reheating the pasta if it cooled down a little bit. Put that off to one side. Just stir it around so that all the sauce gets in with the pasta. We're going to just cook this for about a minute or so. Not even. Just 1 minute's good enough. Just enough to heat it up. And so we get all that, the mushrooms mixed around throughout. Okay, that's looking good. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to take that sake and we're going to slowly add it. I'm just going to make a paste out of that cornstarch. Slowly dissolve it. There we go. It's dissolving nicely. Okay, add the rest of the sake in there. Trying to spill it on the counter. Okay, so we're under a quarter cup of sake now, because some of it's on the counter. That's good. All right, so in goes that, and just spread it around. And stir. And that's going to start thickening up right away. Very quick. All right, that's looking good. So I'm going to take that off the heat because that's ready to go. Just want to mix those, get the mushrooms in amongst the noodles there. And now I'm going to add the sesame seeds. Sprinkle those around. Like I say, I like to get a bit liberal with these. You might not want as many as me, but I'm going to go with a full 2 tablespoons. And then just, again, mix it around. And this also, the heat, get into the sesame seeds a bit. That's going to be perfect. All right, that's ready to serve up, so let's serve some up. Move some of this stuff off to the side. Get our bowl in here and just reach in here. Let's grab a bit of that. Oh yeah. A couple mushrooms on top. And there we go. Teriyaki mushrooms and noodles with sesame. Yum. We got a little piece that fell over. Let's check. You know, the mushrooms are great. I love shiitake mushrooms. Cook them a little bit like this. Perfect. All right, so enjoy that for dinner tonight. All right, if you like this recipe, stick around because there's a ton of original Kuma's Kitchen, Kevin and Riley recipes here on the channel. You don't want to miss any of those. So go browse around, check them out, try some out, cook some, enjoy them. And make sure you subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss the upcoming ones because there's more coming every week. Now, go. Make this, make cooking fun again with Kuma's Kitchen.